It was a quiet afternoon as the MV Thuyền Viên Việt Nam sailed smoothly through the open waters. The sun was dipping below the horizon, casting a golden glow on the vessel's decks. On the bridge, Captain Crewvn stood with a calm demeanor, eyes scanning the sea ahead. The ship was on its way to deliver its cargo, a routine voyage that Captain Crewvn had done hundreds of times. However, today would prove that in shipping, no day was ever completely routine. Long mọi thứ đều ổn chứ? Captain Crewvn hỏi khi anh phó ba Long bước vào buồng lái. Long, is everything okay? Captain Crewvn asked as third mate Long stepped into the bridge.
Vâng, thưa Captain. Mọi thứ bình thường, Long trả lời, đôi mắt vẫn không rời khỏi màn hình radar. Yes, Captain. Everything is normal, Long replied, his eyes glued to the radar screen. Yet deep down, he sensed that something was off.
Just then, an alarming beep echoed through the bridge.
Xin báo, Long hét lên. Có sự cố trên buồng. Alarm, Long shouted. There's an incident on deck.
Captain Crewvn's instincts kicked in. His calm composure remained unshaken. Long Kim Tra Ngay Tin Hin Sem Ka Phai La Su Ko Va Hang Huang We Him Kom. Long, check the situation immediately, see if it's related to dangerous goods. Long rushed to the deck, his heart racing as he tried to process what could have happened. Upon reaching the scene, he saw the slings that were holding the IMO Class 3 flammable goods had snapped, causing several drums to fall, spilling a dangerous liquid onto the deck. The cargo was now leaking, and the smell of flammable substances filled the air.
Captain, hàng hóa đang rò rỉ chúng ta có chất lỏng dễ cháy trên buồng. Long vội vàng báo cáo qua bộ đàm. Captain, the cargo is leaking. We have flammable liquids on deck. Long reported urgently through the radio.
Bình tĩnh Long, đưa tay vào kế hoạch khẩn cấp. Stay calm Long, follow the emergency plan, Captain Crewvn ordered, his voice steady. He quickly instructed the crew to put on protective clothing and breathing apparatus. Doi Ku Hua và Doi Khẩn cấp đã sẵn sàng chưa? Are the fire and emergency teams ready? The crew immediately responded, getting into action as the general emergency alarm rang throughout the vessel. Su Dung Bat Phu Lên Hàng Hoa, Ngung Việc Ra Ri Ngay Lập Tức. Captain Crewvn continued, cover the goods with tarpaulins, stop the spillage immediately. Hai Chuyên Hung Tàu Ra Khỏi Gió, turn the ship out of the wind. The situation was becoming dire. As the IMO Class 3 goods continued to leak, thick red smoke began to rise from the containers. Captain Crewvn, with his years of experience, immediately ordered the crew to Dudonghang Roi Rasa Kuvuk Sinhuat, Ketsa Huang Dong Ko. Move the spilled goods away from the living quarters and away from the engine room. Long worked with the crew to contain the spill, using synthetic scoops and absorbents to ensure the chemical liquid did not spread further. The emergency response teams were quick to act, but it wasn't enough. The fire broke out in the affected hold, igniting the flammable substance. Dua He Thong Chua Che Va Huat Dung, Dung Ding On Lua Lan Rong. Captain Crewvn Ralen, Mat Kum Roi Khai Man Hin Dio Kien. Activate the fire extinguishing system. Do not let the fire spread, Captain Crewvn ordered, his eyes locked on the control screen. As the fire teams battled the blaze, the tension on the bridge was palpable.
Long, kiểm tra tình trạng thuyền trưởng và báo cáo ngay. Long, check on the situation with the master and report immediately.
Long rushed to check the situation. Fortunately, the fire was under control, but not without significant damage. Chúng ta cần thông báo ngay cho đội cứu hỏa bên cạnh và các tàu xung quanh, Captain Crewvn nhấn mạnh. We need to notify the Harbor Fire Brigade and nearby vessels immediately, Captain Crewvn emphasized. As Long handled the reports, Captain Crewvn turned to the situation at hand. Bây giờ chúng ta sẽ đi chuyến tàu về hướng cảng gần nhất và cần chuẩn bị sơ tán ngay. Now, we'll steer the ship toward the nearest port and prepare for evacuation. The team worked efficiently, following Captain Crewvn's calm, methodical instructions. After hours of tension and teamwork, the situation was contained, and the fire was extinguished. The ship, though damaged, had survived. Long, đây chính là lý do tại sao chúng ta phải luôn tuân thủ quy trình và bảo vệ an toàn. Đối phó với các hàng hóa nguy hiểm không bao giờ là trò chơi. Long, this is why we must always follow protocols and safeguard safety. Dealing with dangerous cargo is never a game. As the vessel limped toward port, Captain Crewvn reflected on the night's ordeal. This wasn't just about cargo handling, it was about ensuring the safety of the crew, passengers, and the environment. And as always, Crewvn was there to support, ensuring all procedures and protocols were followed, guaranteeing safety at sea. Lời kết, trên hành trình gian nan và đầy thử thách, MV Thuyền Viên Việt Nam và đội ngũ Crewvn đã chứng minh sức mạnh của sự chuẩn bị, kỷ luật và việc tuân thủ đúng quy trình. Đừng quên, mỗi khi bạn cần sự hỗ trợ, Crewvn luôn sẵn sàng đồng hành cùng bạn.
You can reach me, Miss Tu, at 0326806954.
Or me, Ms. Ngọc, at 0941113080.
And also Ms. Hoàng Anh at 0779268188, or connect with our Zalo group at 0904515857. Our office is on the 5th floor, room 518337 Da Nang, Haiphong, right near HTK Shipping. Feel free to drop by Crewvn for some tea to seal the deal, or just to connect with fellow crew members.